Hi, welcome to SolidWorks 2018-19 video tutorial, the second part of the From Drawing to Model exercise. That's the model and here's the drawing. And in the first part I did the sketches. Now let's start with the surfaces. First I want to go for that cylinder on the top and then this surface. So let's have fun with SolidWorks. Okay, let's start with our first extrude. Of course it's a surface extrude and I want to use this arc here. I can select it and this should go up to this, not offset from surface, but up to surface, to this plane, and confirm. And then I want to go for extrude with that line here, so go for another extrude with this one. Direction is okay. Let's go for maybe 100, not 1100 should do, or in this case you could go for, let's say, 50. That would do as well, and confirm. Then I want to make a face fillet, so go to fillet, face, and I want to go for 1 millimeter, and first surface would be this one. It should point to the inside, yes, and second face would be that one, which should point down, which it doesn't, so reverse the direction and confirm. Then bring back that sketch and maybe that sketch as well. Now let's trim that surface with this plane. So go for a trim surface. The tool would be that plane and I want to keep this side and confirm. Let's do this extrude with that profile. So go for another extrude. Let's see if we can select it. It's a little bit too much. I don't need this one, so I have to change my sketch. That would be this sketch, so go for edit. No, that's the second one, this one, and just, yeah, I would need to trim here, but if I trim I would not get a surface. That's kind of sad. Of course I can do it with the one down below. Okay, so let's go for it. Let's go for extrude and select this one. It will go all around, but in this case it doesn't really matter. Let's go for 30 and confirm. Now I want to trim once more, so trim, that's the tool here. It's already selected. And I want to trim that surface and then want to keep, of course, like this, and hide that surface here. Now let's go for extrude and see if we can do at least that extrude without that profile on top. So I want to use an extrude with just that line here. Yeah, and this should go maybe up to, yeah, 80 would do. Let's go for 100. Or yeah, 80, and confirm. Next I want to make another extrude here and trim that surface with that profile here. So can I select it? We will see. Go for another extrude. Select this line, that's possible. Can I add this line? No. So in order to use both of them at once, I might have to do a composite curves. So go for a composite curve, select. So that's not possible, it would select the complete one. That's really great. That's kind of irritating. So I would have to go for a new sketch in order to make it in one extrude. So go for a sketch on the top plane, this one, and convert entities. I want to convert this line and that line. Confirm. Leave that sketch, and now let's make an extrude with that sketch. It's still selected, so go for an extrude, and this should go up to that plane on top, and confirm. Now let's trim. This is the tool, not this one. Yeah, that's the tool. It's already selected. It's still selected, and I want to remove this part and that part, and confirm. Okay. Sadly, there is no option to limit a fillet with another element. Therefore, I will hide this one and trim this face with that face, and then knit it and make an edge fillet. Okay, so let's go for trim. I want to trim with this surface, and I want to keep this side, and confirm. Now I can do a knit. I want to knit this surface and that surface, and it should merge the entities, and confirm. Let's go for an edge fillet. Would be the first option. Go for 1 millimeter, yes, and select that edge here, and confirm. Now I need another extrude with this arc here. Okay, let's see if it works. So go for another extrude with this arc here. That's possible, and it should go up to that plane, and confirm. Now I can trim. So go for a trim. The tool would be that last extrude, that's okay. And I want to keep this side of the surface, and confirm. Now in order to do a ruled surface, I will need that edge. Problem is, I cannot control the direction. There is no option. If you go for a ruled surface, you can only switch this direction, and you cannot use negative angles. So I will do it in a specific way. I want to go for another trim, and I want to trim with this tool here, and I want to keep that surface, not this one but that one. Then I can go for the correct ruled surface, otherwise I can't control the direction. Now let's take a look at our sketch, or let's better say drawing. I want to go for that, where is it, 40-degree angle, this one, and therefore I want to use a ruled surface. So go for a ruled surface, tapered to vector, distance I don't know, maybe 30, and the edge would be this edge, and the direction would be, you cannot select that surface, the direction would be, where is it? Yeah, maybe this one or that one, doesn't matter. Let's go for this one. And without that trim it would go in this direction or that direction, but right now I can reverse it. And let's go for 40 degrees, which means, let's take a look what would be 10 degrees. This would be 10 degrees, so to have 40 I need 50 in this case. So it's 40 from that plane in that direction. And 30 might do, yeah, it's long enough, so confirm. Great. Next I have to cut that away here with this one. Let's take a look at our drawing. I want to cut this afterwards. I want to cut that one here. Back to our model. So let's see if I can select that profile. Should be possible, so go for another extrude with this profile. Yeah, it selects, that's great. This should go up to the uppermost plane, and it should go down as well, otherwise it will not work. So let's go maybe 20 down. Yeah, and confirm. Next I need an offset surface, and I could hide, of course, that one. So where is offset? That's offset. I want an offset surface to this one, but in the other direction. This should not be selected. This should be selected only, and turn it around and make it 2 millimeters and confirm. Now maybe I should extend those two a little bit, so go for extend surface, extend it here and over there. That's okay. Confirm. And add 2 fillets. Go for edge fillets with 0.5 millimeter on this edge and that edge here, and confirm. Now let's do a face fillet. So go for, where is it, fillet, go for face 0.5, that's okay, and I want to use this surface, and that should point in that direction, so reverse, and this one, which should point down, I suppose. Let's take a look if that's okay. Yeah, Next, another face fillet between this surface here, which should go up like that, yes, and that fillet here, which should point in that direction. Yes, looks good, and confirm. Nice. Then I can trim with another extrude here. So go for another extrude, select that arc here, and there. Yeah, that doesn't really matter, so I could leave it with this one, yeah, because it's not necessary, but it doesn't hurt in this case. So this should go up to the uppermost plane, and it should go down as well, so go for direction 2 and let it with 20 millimeters just in case, and confirm. Then I can trim. This would be the tool, this one, and I want to remove this side and confirm, and hide that surface. Okay, let's take a look at our drawing. Now I have to go for this part, so we'll cut this, then do a ruled surface with 10 degrees, and afterwards a ruled surface with 30 degrees, and then I will close that gap here. So let's go back to our model. Let's see if I can use the profile in my sketch, if I did it right. So let's go for another surface extrude, and that would be with this not face. Clear that selection. I want to use that sketch here. Oh, that's kind of hard to select somehow. Let's try here. That's really interesting. Some I cannot select it, so maybe I should hide the surface and then try to select it. Go for that extruded surface and really delete this one, and I want to use that. That's kind of crazy. I cannot use that element here. Could I use that arc? So if I go for, is there any filter? No, extruded surface. Seems it's not possible. Somehow it still selects the face, which I don't want. And that would be the direction of the extrusion, and I can't select it really. Okay, so I want to go for a new sketch. It's kind of strange behavior, but it is like it is. So go for the top plane and make there a new sketch, and let's bring in those entities. That would be this one and that one, maybe because that is not a construction line. It is a construction line. Yeah, okay. Confirm. Confirm. Let's make an extrude, and it should go up to that uppermost plane, and confirm. Now let's bring back that surface. Should be this one here, and trim. So go for a trim, the tool would be that surface, and I want to remove this side here and confirm. And now I'm facing the same problem as I did here. I cannot use the complete face here. I need to make another trim and then it will do. That's sort of crazy, but it is like it is. So let's go for another trim. The tool in this case would be this surface, and I want to remove that side here and hope I did the right or correct side. Let's go for a ruled surface. Would be this one, and I want to use this edge here, and the direction as before would be maybe that plane or the top plane, or you could go for that plane, it doesn't really matter. Let's go for this plane. And yeah, that's wrong. So you see, you can switch it, but you can't turn it around by the angle. I could try, no I don't, so I have to change that last trim and turn it the other way around. Let's delete this one and go for that surface trim and switch it to keep selection, so it will keep the other side, and see if we can do it with this one. So go for another ruled surface, select that edge here, and the direction would be this plane. Nope, it still doesn't work. That's really something. So what to do is change that back, hide that surface, and then try to do that ruled one. So go for ruled, select, no sorry not knit, but go for ruled, select this edge and go for a plane like that and see what happens. Now it's okay. I can switch and the angle should be 10, so I have to go for 80. Yep. And the length might be, yeah, 10 would do. Does it? Yeah, it does. And confirm. Let's hide that one and bring back the original one, this one. Okay. Now I want to go for another ruled surface. Let's see if I can do it. So select now this edge here, and the direction would be again this one, and again it's wrong. That's really amazing, but I have to trim it with an extrude anyway. So let's see if I can do the extrude without another sketch. That would be this arc here. Maybe I could select it and then go for the extrude. Yes, and it should go up to the uppermost plane like that, and confirm. Now let's go for a trim. This will be the tool, yes, and I want to remove that side. Confirm, and then go for another trim. Now that's the tool, This is the tool, and I want to remove that side. Confirm. Hide that one, and then go for a ruled surface. Select that edge and the direction, maybe the uppermost one. That's okay. I need 30 degrees. That would be 90 minus 30 would be 60 degrees, and it should go to the other side like that. Length would be okay, I suppose. Yes, and confirm. Let's hide this surface and bring back the... No, that's not the one. This one. And now I should be able to hide that sketch anyway. Okay. No, so yeah, I've got already that extrude. That would be this one. Bring it back and trim the surface. Go for a trim. That would be, of course, the tool, and I want to remove this part and confirm. Hide that one. And okay, I could hide those planes as well, so hide the plane, hide this plane, that plane, and hide those two sketches. Next, I want to close that gap here. Therefore, I want to use a 3D sketch. So let's go for a 3D sketch. And I need a line which starts at this endpoint here, at that endpoint, yes, goes to that endpoint and goes down to this endpoint and back up to that point. Now leave that sketch, and a boundary surface doesn't work a planar surface because I cannot select. No, now I can select it, but it doesn't work. Okay, so that's odd because it should work, but it doesn't. So I will go for a full surface. This works, takes a while, and confirm. Let's extend that. On this edge, 5 mm should do, yes, confirm. Then extend that surface here, this one. Extend this edge here, and up to surface would be okay, up to this surface, and confirm. Let's go for trim. So first tool would be that hidden surface. That was an extrude, maybe this one, yes. So go for that extrude and trim. Trim, the tool would be that extrude, yes, and I want to remove this and confirm and hide that surface. Now let's trim again. Trim. Now the tool would be this one. That's not necessary. I need only that surface, and I want to remove that small part and confirm. Now knit those together. 1, 2, 3, and confirm. And there is maybe a small edge here as well, or it overlaps a little bit, but I will do it with a face fillet, so there is no problem. And I will have to check if those two rule surfaces go up to the middle, but I could extend them anyway. So let's go for fillet. First, I want to go for 1mm fillet on this edge here, so I have to switch to edge, of course. That would be the edge, and confirm. Then go for another edge fillet, again 1mm, and now on this edge here, confirm. Then go for a face fillet, this one, and go for 1mm, yes, and the one surface would be this one, and it should go in the other direction, and the second surface would be that one here, of course the complete one, so it should tangent propagation. Let's see if it works, but the arrow must go the other way around. Let's see if now it's working, and confirm. Next is a mirror, so go for features, go for mirror, and I want to mirror not that fillet, delete it. The mirror face plane would be the, I think, right plane, yes, and I want to mirror a body if possible. Yeah, but I forgot I have to first knit those two, so go knit this one and that one, confirm, then go for edge fillet, 5.5 with this edge here, and confirm. And now I can go for a mirror and see if it closes. So mirror face plane would be the right plane and not the fillet here. I want to go for body, and that would be the body. Let's see if this closes. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, seems no, there is a small edge, see? So let's go before the mirror, and maybe, because the problem are those two, so I have to go before which knit or fillet, before the face, before this one, and that I should go up there. That's the last fillet, then that's the face fillet, so let's go before the face fillet, this one, and let's extend those two just in case. So go for extend and extend this surface here, or even before the fillet. Let's move up. Yeah, and now extend it. Extend that. Not up to surface, but maybe a distance. Let's go for up to surface would be the mid plane, the right plane. That would be possible. That would be the right plane. Up to that plane. And confirm. Now if I move that back down to my mirror, it should have closed that gap. Let's see. Zoom in. Yeah, looks good. Now knit. This one and that one, and confirm. And I'm done. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a like or leave a comment. If you want to see more, please give it a like or leave a comment. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my Facebook fan page. I want to get more likes and subscriptions over there as well. Thanks for watching. See you to the next one. Bye bye.